expensive. We're not interested in doing that. Now, in case you just tuned in, basically we're talking about, Colin Kaepernick and some of the crazy comments that people have been making, where an NFL executive literally compared this brother to Ray Caruth, the man who killed his pregnant ex-girlfriend, which is just sick. I mean, it's crazy that you would even make that comparison. It also says something about the values of many NFL executives, that they, number one, don't care much about domestic violence, and number two, they don't care anything about race. They don't care anything about racism. And if you really go back to it, I remember Farrakhan talking about how the NFL combines are nothing. They appear to be just like slave auctions. Like, look how high that nigga can jump. Look how fast that nigga can run. Look at how big that nigga's muscles are. Right? It goes back to the slave auction. I mean, that's pretty much what you can compare it to. And so, at the end of the day, the fact that the NFL is kind of showing its ass on this, the fact that NFL executives are, coming out and saying stupid things like this, and former players are saying dumb things, it kind of just tells you about their warped value system. It tells you just what kind of people they are. It tells you about the racism that many of them embody. It tells you about the racism, perhaps, of the league itself. It really kind of reveals a lot, right? So now somebody mentions that there are veterans that are supporting Colin, and I think that's a beautiful thing. One of the other things our country does that is just really crazy is we don't support our veterans. We really disrespect those who serve the country or who protect us, by putting on the uniform and going over and putting their lives on the line. It really makes me sick to see a veteran. There should not be a homeless veteran anywhere in this country. There should not be a single veteran in America that can't get a place to live. There should not be a veteran in America who can't make a decent wage. There should not be a veteran in America who's unemployed. There should not be a veteran in America who gets sick and can't get medical care. These people put their lives on the line. And for us to just disrespect those people in that way is absolutely sick. And I'm really quite proud that there are veterans who understand what Colin is saying. Anybody who's sort of running around saying America is the greatest country in the world is full of it. America is a country that is not without its benefits, and mind you, America. There are countries that do some things that are pretty horrible, and I'm glad that we don't do those things in this country. But to say that America is the greatest country in the world is just an absolute lie. People who think it's the greatest country in the world are just kind of like these interesting people where they sort of live in this fantasy world where they kind of want everybody to shut up about anything that's sort of even constructive criticism when it comes to this country is not allowed in certain spaces. And so really, at the end of the day, the most patriotic Americans in our country are the people who are challenging this country. But I think you can challenge America without hating America. I think you can challenge police without hating all cops. And that's important. Let's go back to the cop issue. Here's the thing, and this is where I got to be balanced. My father was a cop for 25 years, so I saw police work up close. It's very, very dangerous. It's very, very hard to be a cop. The hard thing, here's the hard part about being a cop. This is why I wouldn't do it, because it's a tough job. When danger happens, when somebody pulls out a gun or somebody's getting killed, most people run away. If you're in a theater and somebody pulls out a gun and somebody screams, "He got a gun!" everybody's running to the door, right? The cops are the only ones who have to go in the opposite direction of the crowd. They're the ones who run toward the danger. And what I will say, and I've seen some cops who really, want to do the right thing. It takes a lot of courage to do that. Most of us don't go to work every day and put our lives on the line. And so what I would say is, that you can't sort of, talk about cops as if they're all the same. You can't sort of say like every cop is horrible, every cop is corrupt, every cop is racist. You can say though that many of them are tainted by a system that's racist. That I will agree with. But the interesting thing about America is that most of us who are in mainstream America on some level, whether you're in media, you're in government, or you're in education or anything, you're part of a white supremacist system. You're programmed by that system. That system rewards you for supporting the system. This is how systems work. Systems have no heart. The system will reward you for perpetuating and supporting the white supremacy that's inherent within that system, and it will punish you and eject you, flick you out when you challenge that system. So when you have cops that try to, do what makes sense, they try to do the right thing, the system flicks them out. They go report a rogue cop. The other cops chastise them, they lose their job, they get written up on reports, all these other things, right? Or, and then eventually they get fired, they get pushed out of the system. So challenging the system, it goes deeper than sort of challenging just individuals. It goes deeper than me just saying, oh, you're a bad person, you need to change. It's really us saying, look, we're all victimized by this system. Whether you're supporting the system or you are attacking the system, we're all victimized by this system. Let's go challenge the system together so that I can help you do the right thing. Right? And you know what it makes me think about? It makes me think about, I don't know if anybody saw The Wiz, but do y'all remember that part of The Wiz where the witch had all these minions that worked for her, and they were doing these horrible things on her behalf? And then you had Dorothy and Toto and the lion and whatever, who was basically trying to challenge the witch. Well, what happened when they killed the witch? When they finally killed the witch, all the people that worked for the witch, they zipped off their little outfit and jumped out, and they were dancing. They were happy. They were like, "Can you feel a brand new day?" It was awesome. It was the best part of the movie. But the reason I bring that up is because basically, even those who were in support of the system didn't like the system, right? It's just that some people are strong enough to challenge it, some people are not in a position to challenge it, but all of us are being victimized by it. So basically, I think that, when you talk about police brutality, issues like that, I know a lot of cops who want to do the right thing, and they'll say, but I can't do it because I'm supposed to do this. According to my procedure, I got to, take care of my family. I have to feed my kids. So this is what I got to do. Well, there has to be kind of a point where, you've got to find a way to fight that system so that you don't become, you don't sort of become what the system wants you to be. The system wants you to be corrupt. The system wants you to be racist. The system wants you to be violent. The system wants you to do things that in your heart are wrong. So with Colin, at the end of the day, we know that what Colin is doing is right. Most of y'all understand why he has a right to protest, and why what he's doing is making sense. I think that comparing him to Ray Caruth, a man who murdered his pregnant ex-girlfriend, is literally just one of the most disgusting statements anybody could ever make. And I think this really allowing these NFL people to really show their asses. Is really making them look stupid. And so those of us who stand by Colin, you got to really stand by him. I think you got to support him in every way that you can. Go above and beyond to show respect, to have his brother's back. Because believe me, he's catching heat. And what's going to happen is he's probably going to get released by the 49ers at some point. And then at that point, no team will want him. They're going to do him just like they did Ray Rice. Because a black man who's conscientious and intelligent is going to be treated probably worse than a black man who commits domestic violence. It really all kind of comes down to, it's not so much about whether what you did was right or wrong. It comes down to you doing things that most white people don't like. Right? Most white people don't like for you. Like, for example, Ray Rice. If Ray Rice had, punched another brother out or murdered a black man like Ray Lewis was accused of doing, I think he would have been allowed back into the NFL. But because Ray Rice, because Ray Rice, because he punched a woman, and domestic violence is such a big issue, that's what led to him being sort of banned for life. When white folks get mad at black people, they give you a life sentence, even if it's for a mere accusation, kind of like Nate Parker. Nate Parker was accused of this crazy thing that happened with a white woman 17 years ago, and he's sort of going to be tormented by this for the rest of his life, even though he was acquitted. Being acquitted really doesn't mean anything if you're black. The accusation is the same as the conviction. That's why I say to young brothers, be very, very cautious in your relationships, because if you get into a domestic violence situation or any sort of dispute, you're going to be arrested. They're going to find a reason to lock the black man up 9 times out of 10. So the best reaction is to avoid those situations and to get out of them when you see those situations emerging. Before I forget, let me mention this. Number one, if you are on social media or anywhere else, if there is a share button, please share real quick. Also, if you see a subscribe button, please subscribe so you can follow us and stay connected. My assistant keeps on calling me, so I guess that means I got to go in a second. Also, don't forget we have the All Black National Convention coming up. You can learn more at allblacknationalconvention.com. That's allblacknationalconvention.com. We got a whole lot of people coming through Atlanta. We're going to talk about all the issues that matter in Black America right now, all the political issues that should be on our agenda. We got Yvette Carnell coming through, David Banner, Judge Olu Stevens, the rapper Killer Mike, Dr Dr. Roosevelt Mitchell III, Dr. Tyrus Selden, Ben Dixon is coming through, the radio show host, as well as Jay Morrison, Mr. Real Estate, David Anderson, the head of the Empowerment Radio Network. We just got a whole long list, a whole slew of people that are coming through that are amazing, and it's going to be awesome. And Michael Imhotep, the head of the African History Network, has recently reached out to me saying he wants to come by. So now everybody wants to be a part of it. So now we're just sort of overflowed with experts and panelists and things like that. But it's not just about having panels and having conversations. It's about actually getting things done. So I hope that you will participate in some level. If you cannot come to the event, I hope you will at least join us via live stream. We're going to offer a live stream. If you want to find out when the live stream is available, here's what you do. You need to sign up. And also when you sign up, you'll get a free e-copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar. Go to drboycewatkins.net. So just so you know, when you see me chime in, when you see me do a live stream or podcast or anything, just know we about to do school church. That's what I call it, school church. What does that mean? That means you're going to learn and you're gonna gain something that to me is like the gospel, in the sense that these are ideas and philosophies that we all believe in. And so when you come in, bring a pen. Like when you see me come on, just know I'm not here to just talk and just yap and run my mouth. You got enough people out here just running their mouth. I'm here to actually teach you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to give you guidance, inspiration, toolkits for strength and survival in this world. So bring a pen so you can write down whatever URL interests you, because sometimes I'll just fly them out and I'll say we're offering this program, we're setting this thing up, we got this initiative going on. We're always doing. Yeah, somebody said, can I use that term, school church? Of course you can, sister. My term is yours, and I love you. I appreciate you stopping by. So here's what you do. If you want to follow us and get access to the live stream when it's available, go to drboycewatkins.net, not .com. That's drboycewatkins.net, and I will alert you as soon as the live stream is available. It will not be free, because you know why? Because we can't do nothing for free, because everything costs us just tons of money. We put on this convention. It's costing us thousands and thousands of dollars, and we're doing this because we knew it had to be done. We're not getting corporate sponsors. We're not going to bring you Black Leadership brought to you by McDonald's. We're not doing that. It doesn't mean that we wouldn't talk to a corporate partner if it came up, but as of this point, we don't do anything with corporate partners. We just do everything on our own. So your community support is very important. And by the way, if you want to join that Financial Juneteenth University course I mentioned, that's 48% off. You can do that at financialjuneteenthuniversity.com. That's financialjuneteenthuniversity.com. Now, somebody, Pooch Vicious says, what's wrong with McDonald's? If you don't know what's wrong with McDonald's, you need to go read some of them articles about that poison they got in their food, man. I'm telling you. I've started reading about just what happens when you eat McDonald's like all the time, and I started saying, man, I got to change my eating habits, because this is not good. This is not healthy, not a good thing. So anyway, guys, I'm about to get out of here. Got to go see what my assistant wants, but I want to say I love you. And somebody says I love you for you and your wisdom. Well, I love you too, and I appreciate you as well. And I'm learning from you too. This is not a one-way street. Feel free to correct me when I'm wrong. Feel free to tell me when I need to do better. Feel free to tell me when I fucked up. If I do, I'm okay with hearing that. I'm not going to call you a hater because you tell me I messed up. I'm going to take it in. If I agree, I'll let you know. If I don't agree, I'll let you know. But it's all about critical thinking. It's all about free expression. It's all about being the best that we can be. So don't forget, drboycewatkins.net to get your free ebook, financialjuneteenthuniversity.com, financialjuneteenthuniversity.com to get the class, and All Black National Convention to find out about the convention. I'm out of here. You guys take care. Love you. Peace.